Hey everyone, it's your girl Jenny with a new reading vlog, and today is Sunday. It is a very late start to the vlog. I had such a great day today and yesterday as well. Yesterday I did some reading while we were on our way to Chicago to go see the Basement Yard podcast, and it was so much fun. It was a 10 out of 10 experience, and Frankie and Joe were so funny. Like, I would gladly see another one of their shows in the future. Ricky and I had a really great time. And then yesterday I managed to read 33 pages, so that's pretty good. Today we are at 0. I do hope to get some reading done before bed today, and you guys will quickly learn that I am a night owl. 10:45 p.m. and I am not sleepy. So with that being said, you could probably take a guess at what I'm doing, and if you said finishing the vlog, then you are correct. And hopefully after that I still have some juice in me to finish or continue my read of Acts of Desperation, and I only have 57 pages left, so if I don't finish it today, for sure I will be able to finish it tomorrow. And shout out to my sister for the Sprite. She actually came over today and we went to Michael's and we found these like scratch art things, so I started mine and this is what it's looking like so far. This has been pretty fun, and we also watched a movie called Pony Boy, which was really interesting. And honestly, I really want to talk about it with other people, so if you've seen it, let me know. My sister and I were talking about it for a little bit, and we just have so many thoughts. And I guess that's pretty much it. So it looks like our main character is finally at like some turning point, and I'm very excited to see what the rest of the book is going to look like. There's like 50 something pages left, and that is still a lot of time for a lot of things to happen. I don't know if I'm going to be content and happy with the ending, or if it's going to make me want to chuck the book across the room or something, because I'm very curious, because we're at a point where anything can happen. And today is Monday, and it is a very busy day for work today. As for reading plans, the goal is to finish Acts of Desperation, honestly, because I don't want this to carry into another vlog, and there's less than 50 pages left, so I definitely think we can get it done today. And then once we're done with that, we get to pick our next read. I do have a book ready for pickup at my library. I primarily read horror, which you probably wouldn't even believe, because I've unintentionally taken a small break from horror. That's fine. Every now and then I like to branch out. Lunchtime, and I am starving because I realized I didn't have my coffee or breakfast this morning. Some of you might find this gross, and I don't care. I made myself a tuna sandwich. It has like some mayo, some seasoning, some onion, and a slice of mozzarella cheese, and I toasted it. Again, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I love a good tuna sandwich. Quick taste test, and I did toast it. I love a good toasted sandwich. This is your sign to stay hydrated. This is my cup. I think we got this last year or 2 years ago. I don't know if you can tell, but there's little ghosts like embossed, engraved, whatever in it. I have a little ghosty straw topper, but we're gonna have our coffee as well. And I have a few minutes before I have to actually be back for work. we are done for the day. Time to go to the library to pick up our holds, and maybe, just maybe, I'll browse around. Let's go. Right, I am home and here is my library haul. So I primarily went to the library to pick up Project Hail Mary. I've had it on hold for a while. Don't necessarily read sci-fi, but I am trying to branch out a little bit. And on top of it, Rick and I really love watching movies. This is being adapted into a movie and it comes out next year. So I really want to read this and I know Ricky does too. But one of my TikTok friends wants to buddy read this. So I'm going to check in with her to see if she has her hold already so we can start reading it. And this looks like it's a chunker. I'm a little nervous. This is 476 pages. And as I was browsing the library, this really stood out to me. Yes, because it's yellow. Yellow is my favorite color. But this is called The Regrets. It stood out to me because there's like a person and a ghost. And I thought it was going to be something spooky, but it doesn't seem like it's a horror read whatsoever. And after reading the synopsis, it sounded really interesting. So it says, for weeks, Rachel has been noticing the same golden-haired young man sitting at her Brooklyn bus stop, staring off with a melancholy air. When one day, she finally musters the courage to introduce herself. The chemistry between them is undeniable. Thomas is wise, witty, handsome, mysterious, clearly a kindred spirit. There's just one tiny problem. He's dead. Stuck in a surreal limbo, governed by bureaucracy, Thomas is unable to cross over to the afterlife until he completes a 90-day stint on Earth, during which time he is forbidden to get involved with a member of the living, lest he incur regrets. When Thomas and Rachel break this rule, they encounter a cascade of troubling consequences. Set in the hallucinatory borderland between life and death, The Regrets is a gloriously strange, breathtakingly sexy exploration of love and jealousy and heartbreak and redemption. It's also a story about the cataclysmic forces of fantasies, the way we use other people to escape ourselves, and the painful, exhilarating work of waking up to reality, told with uncommon grace and humor by a visionary artist at the height of her imaginative power. The dedication is what really, really sold me. It says, for everyone stuck between this world and another, for anyone who struggles to stay here. I have not heard about this book or this author. It sounds pretty good. And then they had a Summerween display and there were a couple that I was eyeing. There was a Stephen Graham Jones book, but the one that stuck out to me was Camp Damascus by Chuck Tingle. This is actually one that was on my June TBR and I unfortunately didn't get to, so I feel like this being displayed in the Summerween section was kind of a sign, so I definitely picked it up. And when I was checking it out, the librarian was like, oh my god, I met Chuck Tingle, he's incredible, and that this is the first Chuck Tingle book that they read and that they really loved it. Already adds another layer because I've heard really good things about this author. I know there's another one called Bury Your Gaze, I believe, that I want to read. So yeah, that is my library haul, and for now I am just going to continue reading. I like the book, but I think I'm just so over all of the drama. But I think that now it's dragging just a little bit, but now things are changing and I'm here for it. But hopefully, like I mentioned before, I hope it leaves me feeling satisfied, because if not, I'm chucking this across my room. I think this is a slight spoiler, but listen to this. He eked out his coldness a little at a time for as long as we had known each other, while I saved all of mine for the end. What is gonna happen? This is funny. They were the funniest people in Dublin as long as you were drunk too. I have over 100 books in my physical TBR that I really need to get to, but I think that I'm gonna pick up Camp Damascus, especially because it was in my last month's TBR anyways. So we're gonna go ahead and start this one tonight. Time to make some dinner. We are going to make some pasta. Ricky ended up doing the grocery shopping on his way home, So now I'm gonna do the cooking.